There we go. Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday, Friday, because we gotta know. We gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else, guys. We gotta know. We gotta know also which diet is the best diet. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the video because it's not very important. But you know, I've been dieting a little bit lately, and I've been watching a lot of videos, of course, as everybody does when they start dieting. But I come to certain conclusions, and I'm gonna tell you those conclusions a little bit later. But before we start, we gotta check out who's in the chat. Who's in the chat? XRP Legend, good morning, what's up? Optimus Prime to the moon, Lan and Petro. Let's check out Optimus Prime. Down here, 3.4% up. Yeah, that was the bottom. Look at that doji on the daily, man. Look at that doji on the daily. Look at that doji on the daily. There was no one. I was actually expecting 1, 2, 8, 4, something like that. I was expecting that, you know, one last dump down never came. It did pull back a little bit up here, but you know, it right now looks like it's gonna do this move over here. So you know, good for you guys. Titanic did not sink. It was very, very close, but this Titanic actually managed to stay on the boat, on the water. I even tried shorting this, tried to, you know, dump the boat down. Failed to do that again. So I was like, F it, man. I'm gonna go do stuff else, something else. The other coin that I actually posted in the chat. By the way, guys, there is a delayed adopter over here called, I'm gonna post in chat, me the late adopter port this again. Thank you. There is a Telegram channel called the Late Adopter. This is not my channel. Before I had a channel called the Late Adopter. It's using my name to scam people. It had like 6,000 subscribers. Right now it has like 547. So I think it got banned, but they managed to make another account again, and I'm reporting again. So you know, hopefully we can, you know, get the back account so people will stop getting scammed. But beside Optimus Prime, yeah, Phantom. So over here, that was a juicy dump over here on Optimus. I was actually thinking that Optimus Prime can actually go a little bit towards downside, but there was another one. There was Phantom down here at the bullish divergence on the downside up here. I was also looking at Phantom, and Phantom is as well up like 6% today. And you know, and the reason I was actually looking at Phantom was because you can see up here on the daily time frame down here, it was down here when we are looking at it, went up here 6%, is because there is, you know, a whole bunch of FUD with multi-chain and Phantom and stuff like that going on. I told you yesterday about that, and I thought, I mean, if it doesn't die, I think Phantom is gonna survive, right? So if Phantom is not actually in some kind of big deep troubles like FTX is, it's gonna survive, and this you know, this FUD might just be very good for Phantom, you know, to pump the price up. And you can see up here also on the daily time frame there is some kind of doji down here on the bottom. So that's very nice. Can we retire yet? XRP Legend, you know, everybody's gonna retire, but I'm a little bit unsure about these XRP hodlers. Sola Claudio on the dollar. Vanessa, good morning, how you doing, man? XRP Legend. It's 10:05. I'm in Ireland. I cannot do Ireland dialect. Richard H, good morning, how you doing? Stanko, dobro jutro. Dips up for buying, pumps up for selling. Exactly, just came to say what's up. Gold long is doing good. Nice debut. I like that. I like that. Hopefully it plays out. Alt season is here. Close, but not quite yet. Close, but not quite yet. Maybe it is the very start. Maybe it's the very start. We're gonna see that. Hi, all things looking good. I'm excited. Christopher Kirk, how you doing, man? Low carb works well for me. Richard H, we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna, you know, shill the diet just yet. You know, I went down a couple of kilos, you know, and I need to go down a couple. But when I'm done dieting and I'm, you know, off the diet, I'm gonna, you know, start shilling the diet. Intermediate fasting, I'm not talking diets. I'm talking about looking at crypto charts. I'm also long on Phantom from 0.31636. Nice. I'm up 37 on AVAX long 2 profits. Don't want to fake out again. That's good. Ivan Ortega, good morning. How you doing? Mlade Petrov, member for 12 months. 1 year part of the club, man. Support, thanks, respect. And if you go one more year, you get the last numbers. Number 6, you get the numbers. Sorry, you don't get number 6, you get the arrow. And there are very, very few people who has arrow right now. I can actually check if there is anybody who has actually arrow up here. because after 2 years you get the last, you know, the icon behind your name, and that is when you have been member for 2 months. No, sorry, 2 years, and then you get. But let me see if anybody is. Let me see up here. Memberships over here. No, like there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. There is 12 people. There is 12 people that actually have been member for 23 months, but they don't have 24 months yet. But when I get to 24 months, there will be 11 people that are going from number 5 to the arrow. And one of those guys is Immortal. And for you guys who don't know who Immortal is, he's Jewel in the Telegram chat. And lately, he's not been around, and I'm guessing it has something to do with the money here. I guess it's something to do with the money he made, you know, I don't know, trading or, you know, investing or stuff like that. He posted something in the chat that he made a lot of money, and was wondering, you know, how to transfer those money, you know, money here and there. So he's been nowhere in the to see in the chat. So I don't know how he did that, but you know, congrats to him. So you can see, guys, it is possible to make it. It is possible to make it. You know, and once you make it, you won't be, you know, hanging around in Telegram chat anymore, right? That's just the way how life works. We understand that. It's good. It's all. I just hope he, you know, stays, you know, as a supporter, because, you know, 23 months. A lot of ups and downs in 1 year. A lot of ups and downs. Hopefully right now, for the next year, there'll be more ups and downs. Why would you want to lose weight, TLA? I don't actually want to lose weight. I'm 184 centimeters, 1.84 meters, and I was weighing 91 kilos, right? But the problem is not that I weigh 91 kilos, because if you're 180 and you have muscle, like you look lean, like you know, like you look like a god, right? The problem is I didn't have a lot of muscle. I had just the, you know, the belly fat. So I just want to lose belly fat, you know, to be, you know, healthy. That's it. I don't want to be skinny or stuff like that. Like that's not the goal. The goal is like lose the fat around the stomach and then build the muscle afterwards, right? So, you know, Jewel was smart money and took all of mine. Jewel was sure not smart money. Now, we have something called jeweling in the chat. That's when you go, you know, crazy longs, high leverage. Just jeweling stuff. So there's that. Guys, I do hope, although it's gonna be very empty in the chat, but I do hope that every one of you gonna get so rich that you never come back into the chat again. You know, there is life outside of the chat, outside of crypto, and I do hope you make it. That said, good, I do, man. Bruno West, what's up? What's up? Okay, so where are we gonna start? We're gonna start with Bitcoin up here, looking a little bit what's happening on Bitcoin. We're gonna go to the daily time frame. As you see on here on daily time frame, we managed to hit the top up here on the channel. We managed to hit the bottom of the channel. Right now we're bouncing off of that. So we actually broke the 10-20 moving average. We came down to support level up here. We are bouncing right now. Hopefully right now, we still don't know how this is gonna play out, but hopefully we close back above 10-20 moving average up here. Now, I am not in no fear, I'm not bearish, I'm not anything. I'm actually very, very calm. I don't know why it's that. Maybe it's because of the diet, maybe it's because of something else. I don't know. But what I do understand is that, you know, when I am calm, when I do not care when price goes towards the downside, you know, I'm not thinking like, oh man, it's gonna dump, you know, my altcoins are gonna die. You know, there is no such thinking, right? There is no such thinking. That means that, you know, there is something telling me that, you know, this consolidation is just consolidation. It goes down, but, you know, it bounces. It can go down a little bit, but it's still gonna bounce. I'm not expecting anything like, you know, even if it breaks down after, you know, channel, you know, down to some kind of bottom up, back down to 3K, like Crypto Savvy says, or something like that. Even up here, I'm just expecting, you know, moves up here and then towards the upside. Because in 4 weeks, we might have consolidation in the next 4 weeks. We might have a little bit dump, a little bit pump. I don't know what's gonna happen. But after 4 weeks, we get a super moon cycle. super moon cycle until October the 14th, and then the dump. Now, once the October 14th comes, I did post in the chat the new updated, you know, moon map. Here's the moon map. You can check that out. Here is the, you know, new updated moon map. And as you can see up here on the moon map over here, we got a super moon cycle up here between July and October 14. October 14 is the new moon solar eclipse. This is when we're gonna dump. So I'm expecting some kind of, you know, some kind of move towards the upside up here. I don't know how much, you know, we're gonna go towards the upside, but I'm expecting some kind. Then I'm expecting sharp dump up here on October 14, and I'm expecting even consolidation up here. Even after this halving up here, even after halving, I can expect still all the way until next October. So 1 year's time, 1 year, this is 1 year, this October to October 2024, I expect some kind of pullback. So maybe pullback, maybe a little bit up, maybe a little bit down. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I'm not expecting any kind of pump for almost 1 year until the October 17th to 1st of December. That's a super moon cycle. So I'm expecting wherever we come up here, when we go down here, there's gonna be some kind of bottom, and then we're gonna bounce again. So that's what I'm looking at right now. So over here we got a second super moon cycle. This is right now super. So this you know, until next super moon cycle takes around 1 year's time. So we gotta update it, you know, updated dates and how this is gonna play out. But because of this super moon cycle over here, and because of this new moon on the eclipse new moon on the 14th of October up here, I'm still expecting, you know, move towards the upside. I don't see, you know, even down here we can drop down something over here right now, down to some kind of 22k levels, and we're still gonna go towards the upside up here eventually, right? So I'm not worried. I'm not worried. How much do you wait? Well, I started 91 and I'm around 86. So I haven't been doing this for a long time, like 1 week plus or something. No, just 1 week, give or take. Your brain is working on ketones. We can't trust you now, TLA. Yeah, so when you're in starvation mode, you work on ketones. That is correct. But when it comes to we're gonna talk about diet later, guys. Don't interrupt me with the diet stuff, man. I know you guys are fat, like you know what, and you want tips, but you know. Relax, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the juicy part afterwards. So the DXY is pulling back up here a little bit over here, as we can see up here, but still hitting these moving averages up here. So the big question is this gonna go all the way towards the upside? Maybe it's already creating lower low over here. Let's see if there is a channel up here, because right now we could technically have a channel after these two moves. Because these are bottoms and this is a top over here, so you know this can create a channel. So let's see if we did create a channel. Did we hit the top up here? You know, I would call something like this over here, over there, something, yeah. So this looks like we already hit the top of the channel up here. So we do not have to go all the way to the 50 moving average up here. It looks like the channel is kind of hit up here. You know, maybe we can adjust the channel a little bit up here. Maybe something like this over here. Let's see the bottom line. Is bottom line hitting anything, you know, important? Up here, nah, I don't know, but yeah, maybe this is some kind of channel over here that's right now going in right now in the channel. So we went big fast up right now. We are doing this up here, move up here. So maybe this move up here is coming right now before we actually go towards the upside up here. Because if this move down here comes right now, you know, if this move down comes up here, July, October up here, and then towards the upside. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but it is pulling back. You know, DXY is pulling back a little bit. S&P 500 and stuff like that is still pulling towards the upside, and the Nasdaq is getting this, you know, top doji up here, but still got, you know, 1 day left. So you're gonna see if that actually managed to play out. The Nasdaq is, you know, going towards the upside. This was over here, S&P 500. So it looks like it's pulling towards the upside, and gold on the Butin's gold position up here is going towards the upside. So it's very good. That's very good, but overall, I'm not really, you know, I'm not really worried of anything. There's another, you know, way to draw this channel up here. This is move towards downside over here. Let me just move this short-term line. It looks like also up here that it might be hitting this, you know, midline, you know, because there are several ways to draw this channel, you know, and one way is. Sorry, this is a small channel. This is a rising up channel, hit the bottom, but this one also hit the midline up here. So it goes something like this, right? Where is the channel? Up here, give or take. It goes something like this. I don't know, maybe something like this, doesn't matter. But it looks like it's hitting this bottom down here, and right now it's bouncing very, very nicely. So we hit the top up here, we did very fast, we pull back. Still consolidation up here before we go towards the upside. I still believe in the upside. I'm still not worried that we're gonna dump for whatever reason. I don't know what's the reason that we should be dumping. I mean, if it is, there is nothing else. I mean, they did agree on the debt ceiling, so you know that's that. I think that right now the next debt ceiling agreement is in 2 years. I think it goes like 2 years. Debt ceiling agreed. I don't know. It remains 2 years of spending caps, additional work. Yeah, so 2 years. So yeah, so that, you know, right now they have agreed on the debt ceiling. They're not going to default now, but in 2 years, 2025, when Bitcoin hits top, the stars are aligning, guys. We will hit the top of the debt ceiling again, and we'll dump down. So that is the plan. In 2 years, they will dump, you know, they will default on the debt ceiling. Nvidia making a double top. Yeah, by the way, Nvidia has been, you know, cracking towards the upside big fast up here. Like, oh, I had some kind of, you know, channel up here. I was thinking that this was some kind of top up here and it's gonna just drop down, and for whatever reason it, you know, pumped up here towards the upside up here crazy much up here. So I won't say this is some kind of, you know, top up here or anything like that, but there is a lot of people right now FOMOing into Nvidia, and the big question is this gonna go towards the upside even more and then dump towards downside? Because once the euphoria is there, once everybody talks about something, once you are, because euphoria in Nvidia is right now completed. I mean, if this isn't true euphoria, I don't know what is. You know, that's like 340% since you know, October 2022. You know, that's definitely euphoria up here for stock market, right? So what's gonna do up here? Continue like, you know, going up here like this? I mean, it can do that. It can do that. But more than that, I mean, if it was just going towards the upside up here, I would say that, you know, this can continue towards the upside. The reason I think this cannot continue towards the upside over here is, you know, a little bit psychological, because I think people are too much, you know, right now it's also some kind of, here is a 400 level. That's a psychological level as well. But it's more like, you know, there is euphoria, and euphoria is never good. That's you know, people buying up here right now hoping this is just gonna continue going towards the upside. It can, but there will be a lot of people trying to take profits here, and the people that are taking profits on Nvidia, they have a lot of money. Over here, if you look at on the monthly time frame, 12 months, not 12 months. Let's go to 3 months up here. I think 3 months is fine. Yeah, 3 months is fine up here, because we got a very nice tops up here. You'll see that there's huge bearish divergence. There is a momentum leaking towards downside. Even my indicator on here, is my indicator showing a lack of the momentum? Yeah, even my indicator showing a little bit lack of the momentum up here. So it is really hard for me right now to understand how this is gonna, for whatever reason, go towards the upside, right? It could be this, you know, this double top that Bitcoin did as well, where right now they went down here and then, you know, dropped towards the downside. But Nvidia is a strong company. I think they're making a whole bunch of money because of the AI stuff and Bitcoin stuff, and Nvidia is gonna perform, you know, if it goes down, it's gonna be going down to consolidate up here a little bit, and then, you know, a reaccumulation phase, and then maybe towards upside. But I would say right now there is definitely euphoria in the market when it comes to Nvidia, because you know, new people are just like, oh man, this just going up, everybody's talking about it. When people start talking about something, it's pretty much over. It's pretty much over. You saw what happened with Pepe. In the start, nobody was talking about Pepe. Then suddenly, you know, these, you know, couple of people here and there was talking about meme season. Then suddenly, you know, some influencers are coming out and were like, hey man, this Pepe is going up. And then suddenly, you know, these biggest influencers were like, Pepe. What happened then? Pepe did a pump and dump. That's it. That's how it actually works. And then morning owl. So I don't, right now, the thing that we are looking for on the daily time frame is whether Bitcoin can actually cross above 10-20 moving average. Altcoins do look like they might be you know, setting up for a nice pumps and stuff like that. So do, you know, watch that. And now for the last part of the show, let me tell you what I found out when it comes to diet. Okay, diet. So if you go to YouTube and you search for, you know, vegan diet, vegetarian diet, paleo diet, Atkins diet, keto diet, this diet, that diet. Doesn't really matter what kind of diet is it, right? Vegan diet, vegetarian diet, you got a keto diet, you got a Atkinson diet, you got a paleo diet, you got something stupid like calling Ornia diet or something like that, from Dean Ornion or something like that. I don't know, doesn't matter. But I think this is really funny, and it might trick a lot of people who cannot, you know, figure this out by themselves very, very fast. So if you go to any kind of, if you search for paleo diet or Atkinson diet or any of these diets, if you search for any of these diets, what you're gonna notice in the comment fields is that a lot of everybody following these diets are like, this is the best diet ever. I lost weight. I'm feeling better. Sun is shining, rainbows everywhere. Every single diet is the best diet ever. Every single diet, doesn't matter what it is. Every single diet is the best diet ever. If you'll read the comments, of course. So what gives? How can every single diet be the best diet? Does this mean that, you know, every single diet is the best diet? No. Because every people going to any of these diets go from something called SAD diet. Okay, they go for something called SAD. It's a very fitting name because it stands for Standard American Diet. So when you are on a Standard American Diet, you are eating, you know, chips, processed food, you know, Coke, stuff like that. Doesn't matter where you go. It really doesn't matter what you do. As long as you stop doing this crap, you're gonna feel better. That is the conclusion I've got from the videos. Doesn't matter what kind of diet you take, as long as you don't do Standard American Diet, you will feel better, you will feel faster, you will be better in bed, you will be, you know, your health longevity will be good, your cancer, you will be gone, everything will be better immediately as long as you stop doing Standard American Diet. That is the conclusion I've come to, right? Now, is this really true that, you know, all of these diets are actually good and stuff like that? No, it's not true. A lot of these diets are actually crap. But the thing is that as long as, I mean, if you go from bottom and you go up a little bit, you're gonna feel better. So it seems that, you know, everybody in comments think that, you know, this diet and that diet, you know, they're always, you know, good diets and, you know, this is the best one, this is the best one and stuff like that, right? So as long as you don't eat a Standard American Diet, you're gonna feel better. But it is not the case that every single one of these diets is the best diet or, you know, they're equal. No. What are you gonna, and here comes, you know, you have to have, you know, 10, 20 years, you know, studies that actually prove that, you know, and look at the effects of every single diet and which diet is, you know, good or not, right? So these moves towards upside up here, have to go for, you know, I would say 10 to 20 years studies. So people who have been on these diets for 10, 20 years, these are the people that needs to be studied, not people who go from SAD diet to any of these diets. Because you'll see a lot of crappy statistics from people who've been on SAD diets going to vegan diets or vegetarian diets or paleo diets. Doesn't matter where you go from SAD diet. Once you go up away from SAD diet, your system will improve. Doesn't matter what you do. And of course, every single one of these diets will show you that this is the best diets because you went from, you know, crappy diet to this one and suddenly you feel better. Of course, you're gonna feel better. Anything is better than SAD diet. Anything's better. But to figure out what is actually happening in the body over a long period of time, because the, you know, the diet, although it can have some kind of initial benefits, you need a 10-20 year study to figure actually out what is the actually effects of the diet on the body over long periods of time. And these studies, 10-20 year studies, are very, very rare. So we're not gonna go into which one of these are actually good or not, and which I'm following. But, you know, I think that, you know, before you go and, you know, cheer for one diet and stuff like that, right? You gotta understand, when you're coming from this thing over here, Standard American Diet, or standard here right now almost European diet, you will feel better by default. By default, you will feel better. So 10-20 years, you know, you have to have studies 10-20 years on the body to actually figure out what it is that, you know, is happening to the body. And the other thing that I found, that I've seen a lot of these these crappy I won't say which one, but there are a lot of crappy, you know, diets that are, you know, saying that, you know, if you eat this diet, you know, you won't have cancer, won't have, you know, these kind of thing, you know, inflammation and stuff like that. And that is true. A lot of these diets can actually lower your inflammation. They can, you know, make your health better. And it is true. What is not true is the cancer part. Cancer part has nothing, the way I see it, cancer part has nothing to do with the diets you eat. Cancer part has zero things to do with the diets you eat, and the diets that are actually saying that if you eat my diet, you're gonna get, you know, you're not gonna get cancer. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. That's you know, they're trying to, you know, bring in people to the diet because if you know, if you eat this, you won't get cancer, right? So cancer has nothing to do with diets. That's the second thing. Cancer has nothing to do with diets. You can live in a house that has asbestos walls, and I don't care how good your diet is and clean, you will still get cancer if you have an asbestos wall in your house, right? If you drink, you know, lab made, stuffs like stuffs in drinks and stuff like that, over a long period enough time, you can develop cancer. It doesn't matter what kind of diet you eat, you can still develop cancer, right? If you work in an oil rig, I don't care how good your diet is, you will still develop cancer. I mean, there is a chance that develop cancer if you work at an oil rig, right? If you work in some kind of industry where there is, you know, there is some kind of poisonous stuff and stuff like that that can alter your genes and stuff like that, right? There is good chance you will develop cancer, but it has nothing to do with diet. The reason who people get the, you know, cancer on diet is because they eat shitty diet with a lot of, you know, additive stuffs in there, and then over time that builds up and develops cancer or some stuff like that. But the diet and cancer has nothing together. I've seen a lot of, and the reason I'm saying this is because I've seen a lot of these videos on YouTube saying that, you know, for some reason, you know, if you eat this diet, you know, you won't develop cancer. If you have cancer, you can cure cancer. And I think that's such a shitty thing to say. Such a shitty thing to say. So, point being, you go from CET to anything, you're gonna feel better. Which one of these is better? You need 10-20 years study to actually figure that out. So, you know, look for people who've been on diets for 10-20 years. There is also difference between people. Some people might be more adapted. For example, there are people who are more insulin resistant than other people. Those people who are more insulin resistant might develop a lot easier diabetes. Those who are not, they might actually, you know, thrive on high carb diets and stuff like that, right? So it's not, you know, all black and white. It's not all black and white. But the most important thing to understand is, do not read comments to figure out which diet is best. Do not read comments. Yeah, like keto is impossible to stick to long term. Everyone fails within months. Of course, everyone doesn't fail within months. I'm walking a lot of the last 6 weeks. Already lost 21 pounds. Nice, Huffy. Very good. Good to hear that. Seafood diet is best. If I see food, I eat. Yeah, that's true. Fitness instructor gonna hate on you for revealing this secret. They want income. They exclude sweets and cookies and stuff. Yeah, exactly. They exclude all the crap. They exclude all the crap. So it doesn't matter. All diets are, you know, good, you know, transitioning diets, because the thing that you cut out from the, you know, CET diet, you cut out sweets, you cut out, you know, drinking Coke, you know, you're gonna automatically feel better. It really doesn't matter where you go. You will feel better. I don't really eat food. I buy too much crypto. Yeah, that's one way to go. In 20 years, you'll be able to buy new organs, so diet won't matter so much. I don't know, man. Maybe crypto will fail and I won't have money for the new organs. So, you know, I'm gonna bet on my health first. So, there is that. But I did choose, you know, and sticking to one, you know, diet. And it is working well. And the side effects of diet is that I have some, you know, bad skin here, rash on my arms. And that's clearing up. And I'm sleeping better. I'm not sleeping at the right time, but I'm sleeping better. And my inflammation is down. So, you know, it's good. It's good. Whether that's because of diet or just because I stopped doing the CET diet, I don't know. You know, but it's okay. It's okay. It's working so far. There is that. So, that was a little bit rant on the keto and Atkinson and paleo and vegan and all of these diets. So, there is that, guys. Hope you got something out of it. Nose Industry just came into change like, what? Is this a diet channel right now? Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna go and do stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do stuff, and I hope you do stuff as well. And I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. How tall are you? Well, wait, I didn't read some. How much do you weigh? Your brain's working ketones. I'm 86 kilograms as well. I'm 184. So I'm 86 now. Technically, I should be, you know, normal weight, but I'm not normal weight because I have stomach, right? And that's the, you know, this ugly bad fat around stomach that's, you know, I've you know, managed to you know, get for the last, you know, 10-20 years. So this I'm just trying to get rid of the stomach fat, and once the stomach fat is gone, you know, that bad fat, then I can, you know, put more weight on me and it's gonna be fine, you know. As long as I put up here weight, you know, I don't mind. You know, I'm not skinny. I don't want to be like 70 kilos. I'm not a girl. I'm a 184. I should be 90 kilos normally, but I should be 90 kilos of muscle, not fat. You know, I cure fatty liver with keto. That's good. That's good. Thank you. See you tomorrow. There we go. Okay, guys, take care. You know, health first, crypto second. No, crypto first, health second. I'll see you around, guys. Enjoy the day. Where is the outro? There is the outro. Bye-bye.